It's the 28th of July 2018 now, and we're at the entrance to the Rouses Point Sportsman's Pier about 10 of 12. And if we were here 140 years or so ago, this is what it would have looked like. But the steamboat dock is long gone, and it's now the Rouses Point Sportsman's Pier, and it's time for their annual Sportsman's Club banquet. The cars are gathering in here. It starts at noon, and they said it's prior to noon. And of course, in addition to the regular folks to be coming here, there's been encouragement for the students from St. Mary's and Champlain Central from the 1960s to also show up. So we're hoping to bump into a few of those. The Board of Health man just went into the building here. You have these gatherings now. You can't get away from the Clinton County Board of Health. Looks like he's giving a wave, so looks like wash your hands often. Good advice, no matter who you are, no matter where you are. It looks like smoke is blowing in the right direction. It's blowing directly across in this direction, and later on this evening we won't be there, but just down the road a piece at latitude 45 there'll be a band playing, and a lot of folks will probably wander from here to there. So we're going to wander around, see what we can see, maybe run into a familiar face or two. People like the O'Connors. All right, although I'm surrounded by people from the class of 71 here,
I don't remember.
There's
You don't remember Steve?
Dennis Duperry,
How you doing?
Sue Duperry Merchant, Steve Merchant,
Well, my
Judy
birthday was
Yanktail
yesterday.
Castine. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I'm going to talk to this fellow here because he's in the 60s. What's your name?
Ken Duperry,
Ken Duperry. What school?
St. Mary's.
St. Mary's.
They always said this
Graduated in
was always
1965,
65. I
haven't
seem
been
to
here
recall
in
that.
40
a
years.
few years ago.
And where are you living?
Live in Coopersville,
Last time I came.
next to Champlain, and in the wintertime in Florida,
Well, I told
Zephyr
her
Hills,
I was-
Florida.
Okay.
So, kind of dual citizenship at this point.
Dual citizenship.
Well, not citizenship, but locations.
Dual locations. Well, you must have try because you're a Vermonter.
Yeah, at first. Brother is still a Vermonter.
Your brother still, that's one here, is still a Vermonter. Yeah.
Vermonter.
Oh well, yeah. Some people never learn, right,
Yeah,
Ken?
so I guess.
All right.
Too expensive to live over there.
Okay, Ken Duperry, class of 65, St. Mary's. We're going to try to get as many folks on here as we can, but all from the 60s. Sorry, Dennis.
Fine.
All right.
Just say hi to everybody.
All right. All right, nobody wants to be caught eating, so before she takes that first bite, what's your name?
Mary Ruth Lejorno Lynn.
What class were you in, Mary Ruth Letourneau?
I was in 65 St. Mary's.
St. Mary's 65.
Yeah.
And where do you live now?
I live in Camp Hill, Pennsylvania.
That's a long drive today.
Yes, it is. My husband's on his way, and I'm afraid he's going to miss the chicken.
Oh, no.
Yeah. But
All
we'll
right.
get here.
Anything else you want to tell us?
No, just really good to see people. It's been a long time. A really long
Well,
time.
this is the first annual, so plan on it every
All
year.
right.
All right.
I'll be here.
All right, great. I had to get these people to stop taking a bite for a moment. I guess Jim did, but I'm not sure about the other. What's your name?
Jim Garso,
All right, also known as?
Gus, Henry, Jimmy, whoever.
And other names that you can't mention on TV.
Right, exactly.
And where you living, Jim?
I live in High Point, North Carolina.
That's a long haul for you.
Well, it was 892 miles door to door.
Not that you kept track or anything.
No, exactly. Not even to the mile.
All right, and what school and what class were you associated with?
Okay, I graduated in 1966 from Champlain Central. I did attend St. Mary's up and through the 10th grade, and then transferred over to Champlain Central.
All right, the nuns got tired of you and said,
That's right.
hit the road.
My fingers got too sore from the ruler.
All right, I'm going to walk around the table here. Keep the camera rolling, so don't take a bite here. And who are you?
Oh my God.
You're not my God, so try again.
Barbara Grimshaw,
And what class, Barb?
1966, St. Mary's.
All right, and that's 52 years ago, you know.
No, can't
No, it's
be.
not 52.
No.
Okay, my math is
Yeah,
wrong.
your math is off, really off.
And where do you live?
Florida, actually.
Florida, actually. All
Yeah, yeah. I'm going back down there at the end of this August and staying there permanently.
right. Permanently.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not ever coming back.
Well, maybe on vacation
All right, so this
in
is
the summer, not in the winter. my bucket list is never to shovel snow again.
well, I can't wish for that because I'd have to drop dead in order to have that wish come true for myself.
We don't want that to happen.
No. Anything else, Barb?
Nope, that's it. Thanks.
All right. She insisted that I talk to her.
Yeah, right.
Wait a minute. We got two people wandering across here. You two here. We're doing one minute Earth with 60s folks here. Are you a 60s folks?
I'm a 68 folks.
68 folks.
68.
What school?
Let me think here. The good school, St. Mary's Academy.
Oh my gosh. People from Champlain Central are going to be watching this, you know.
Oh, no. Crosstown rivals.
Tom Marnes. Still living in Morrisonville, are you?
Still in Morrisonville,
All
yeah.
right. Are you all retired now? Or?
No, I retired in 2006 and went back to work in 2007, and I'm still working. 45 years.
All right. You're not a substitute. You're working.
No, I'm full-time.
All right. And you also do a little music.
Little music on the side.
All right. So anything else you want to tell us, Tom?
No, I just hope the rain holds off.
Yeah, as his band is playing here. You better hold off.
Hope so.
All right. We're going to catch this fella here, too. He's, you a 60s kind of guy?
Yes.
What school? What year?
CCS 68.
68. Tom said he graduated from the good school. You were going to argue about that?
I wasn't allowed to go to a Catholic school. I'm Jewish.
To all my Jewish friends watching out there, don't take offense because I'm sure you would not accept him.
There was only 2 schools in town, and you had to pay to go to one, and the other one was free, so I went to the free one.
So your mother and father said, that's where you're going?
Yes.
All right. Are you all retired and stuff like that?
11 years.
11 years. Where do you live?
3 streets over, Rouses Point, New York.
Rouses Point, New York. So it wasn't a very far drive.
No.
All right.
I walked to school 5 miles uphill both ways.
Did you?
Sometimes we rode a horse.
All right. Anything else, Mark?
No.
right.
Thank you for doing that.
All right. Thank you, Mark Miro. Okay, we got some folks here. We're going to come right over here and don't take a bite here. Don't take a bite because I'm going to tell you, ask you your name.
My name is Claude Bedard Letourneau.
All right. I see Bill over there. Do you think Bill's going to?
Oh, try it. Good luck.
Good luck. What year and what school?
Well, St. Mary's 65.
All right. Where do you live?
Rouses Point, go away.
This guy won't tell me to go away.
Yes, you will.
All right. What year? What school? What's your name?
69 St. Mary's, Dan.
Dan who?
Whoever's watching this doesn't know me, they don't need to.
All right. Well, Mary Ruth might be watching. She might want to know who you are.
Well, she's right in the end there.
I know. She might be watching this and wondering who she's sitting with.
Yeah, well, she's made a good choice, whatever it is, now that she's here.
All right. Sorry, Jan, we can't get you on. You're not a. Well, this is a very restrictive group here.
Yeah, I'm graduate from Madrid High School.
All right, she's from Madrid, not Madrid, Waddington, Madrid.
Iowa.
Oh, Iowa.
Madrid, Iowa.
All right, Dan Letourneau. This is the Letourneau table, I guess.
It is.
Apparently it is today.
Is this guy going to say hello at least here? No. Bill Letourneau going to say hello? My former classmate, 64, St. Mary's. I'll say it for you, Bill.
He's pretty old,
I know, he's older than I am.
She's 65. Oh, he did you.
Oh, yeah, I already got her. She's one of the first. Thank you.
All right, thanks for doing that, Calvin.
All righty.
Appreciate it.
Yep. All right, we're going to start right here with this young lady. What's your name?
Adele Fraser.
Adele Fraser. And what year? What school?
St. Mary's, 1968.
68. That's 50 years ago,
It is.
Thank you for pointing that out.
I know it, but I'm not alone in this crowd at all.
There are other folks just as
I have
old?
friends that have done the same.
And where you living these days?
Actually, we moved back from Charleston, South Carolina, back to Plattsburgh.
In Plattsburgh. Well, welcome home.
Well, thank you. It was fun to be away, but it's great to be back.
Okay, all right, we're gonna move right along here. We'll go this way here. Are you a graduate here?
Yes.
Yes, you are. Who are you?
I'm Jane Fraser.
Any relation to Adele Fraser?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, my marvelous sister.
Your marvelous sister.
Yeah.
And what year? What school?
St. Mary's 66.
66. You're 2 years behind Joe Como.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
How could that possibly be?
And where you living?
Where do I live? I live in Oshawa, Ontario, which is outside of Toronto.
Okay. You're a Canadian now. Huh? Were you a Canadian before?
Not before.
No,
but
but
now
you are
I
now.
am.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Dual citizenship.
Dual
now.
citizen.
Yeah.
Pay taxes to both countries, I hope. No. I've been holding Joe. Joe's been wanting to take a bite for about 5 minutes here.
It's true, yeah.
What's your name?
Joe Como. I graduated in 1964.
64. From where?
St. Mary's.
St. Mary. And where do you live these days?
I live in South Alberta.
South Alberta. Is that on the tongue?
That's right on the tongue, right near the point of tongue. Yeah, Alberta's a peninsula, only connected to Canada.
That's right.
Yeah.
By land.
Yeah, by land.
That's right. We got a bridge here. You've had a bridge for a few
We got a
years.
bridge, of course,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know if you noticed that.
Well, I noticed there's one over there.
Of course, when you graduate, you have to pay a toll to come across that bridge.
Yeah, it's true. We did.
All right, no more
I
toll.
sometimes reach in my pocket when I come up to it.
I remember this woman being stopped at the border one time, and she threw a quarter. Threw a quarter in the booth and took off. She thought she was crossing a bridge.
Absolutely.
The border people didn't take kindly to that.
I can understand that.
They went after her for some reason.
Yeah. Now it's 50 cents, right?
Yeah, 50 cents now to cross the border. All right, this is a Como table. Are you a Como?
Yes, I'm a Como.
Margaret Como. There's a lot of Comos out here.
There still are. It's
Yeah.
not so.
There was even some twins, weren't there?
Right. It's
They're right
quality. That's the twin. That's me.
What year? What school?
69 St. Mary's.
All right. Where are you living these days?
Lake George, New York.
Lake George, New York. Oh.
In Florida.
So you're used to these big parties then?
Well, yeah, of course.
If you ever want to party in Lake George, just stop in.
That's why I went there, to party.
Party, yeah. All right, I'm going to move around here. No, don't take a bite.
No.
All right, and what's your name?
Mary Como Raymond.
All right. Your last name is Raymond.
That's right.
That's a man's name.
That's correct.
Is this man's name here?
That's its man right there, yeah. He went to Moore's.
Yeah, we're not going to talk to him.
No, okay.
Zephyr, no,
Yeah, sure.
don't tell his sister Carmel, though. She'll be mad at me.
No, I'm her twin.
You're a twin? Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Who's older?
She's older.
Is she?
Half hour.
Half an hour? Oh, I
In
thought
case you're
so.
interested. Yeah, you
I
can
thought
tell.
so. I could
you can
tell.
tell. Yeah, I know. That's what everybody says. They can tell she's older. She's also a lot wiser. Older and wiser.
Well, she
yeah.
tells you that, right?
That's true.
All right.
Yes, yes.
All right, where are you living?
We live in Batavia, New York, between Rochester and Buffalo.
Okay.
Yes?
I've seen it on the map.
Yeah, it's a very nice place. You should stop in sometime.
Okay.
It's like Plattsburgh, but it's Plattsburgh on steroids. That's what we say.
I hope you mean that in a good way.
I do. I do. Yeah.
Anything else you want to tell us?
No, we're glad to be here and glad to see all of our friends and family. And this was a great place to grow up, especially right here on this beautiful lake. It's changed a little bit since we were here.
Oh, yeah.
We still remember our 8 o'clock swimming lessons that my mother made us attend. They were quite chilly.
8 o'clock in the morning.
8 o'clock in the morning, yes. She wanted us all to know how to swim.
In the cold water.
Freezing cold water, yes. Yeah, it started at the end of June, right after school was out. You don't go in the lake at the end of June.
All right, so get your kids out there at 8 o'clock. And
That's right. I tell my grandchildren all the time when they complain about going into the pool for swimming lessons. I go, you don't even know. You have no idea what it's like to
all
be
those
inconvenienced.
old tales.
It's true.
And the water gets colder every year, right?
Apparently.
Walking to school barefooted and everything. You know?
All right, thank you very much. You can get back to your bird.
Thank you. Very delicious.
This fella here. Okay, what's your name?
Let me think. Pat O'Connor.
It's only a second beer, though.
It is. It is only my second beer.
All right, Pat O'Connor. What school? What year?
St. Mary's, 1963 we graduated.
63. Okay. And where do you live these days?
Rouses Point.
Okay. You didn't have a hard time finding your way here?
Not yet. Might have a tough time going home.
That's why you got your designated driver.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So.
Well, we can't talk to Mary. She taught it. She
Import.
No, sorry, you didn't. You're not one of us.
Didn't qualify.
You not only graduated from St. Mary's, you taught at St. Mary's.
I taught at St. Mary's for 13 years. Actually, I met 2 of my students today at the Price Chopper.
Well, there you go.
Steve F. and Jimmy Andres.
Time marches on.
Oh boy, does it! I gotta stop it somehow.
Thank you, Pat.
Thank you.
All right, and your name?
Mary Morelli, Batchelder.
All right, and Mary, what year, what school?
63 St. Mary's.
Okay, and where are you living these days?
Champlain.
Champlain, New York?
It's the only one.
All right, anything else you'd like to tell us? You graduated with Pat, that's not, you know.
Yeah, it was a fun time.
Fun
Yes.
time.
Yes.
Now we can't talk to this guy because he's not a graduate.
Another import.
Yeah.
Illegal alien.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you,
I'll let you
Calvin.
get back to your chicken.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, so we saw these people last night at the American Legion. You from around here?
Yes, I am. Champlain, New York.
What's your name? What year? What school?
Joanne Phillips Sandell, St. Mary's and CCS. Graduated from CCS.
Graduated from CCS in what year?
1963.
63, okay. Okay, and you're a part-time Champlainer now, you know?
Yes, and
You're
part-time
most of the time
Floridian.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of those snowbirds.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am, and you need to come down and see us sometime. We got to get your cousins in here.
Yes, they're unfortunate that they didn't stick around long enough. Okay, your name?
Sharon Mastrangelo.
Their real name?
Sharon Trudeau
Okay.
Mastrangelo.
All right, Sharon Trudeau. And you would have been,
I
what
would have
year?
been class of 63 here. We moved when I was 9.
9 years old. And you were what grade? What grade did you complete?
I was 5, grade 5.
Grade 5. So that's what school?
St. Mary's.
St. Mary's. So all right, part of the Lion Trudeau family, and
Jeanne d'Arc Juno.
Jeanne d'Arc Juno. Yeah. The wind is changing here. We might even get some rain here.
It looks. Actually, you can feel it.
Yeah, a little bit of spitting.
Yeah.
All right. So you live in where?
Right now, I live in Rome, New York.
Rome, New York.
It's central New York, Mohawk Valley.
Okay, that's where you moved to when you left here.
Correct.
All right, we're going to try to get your sister. She's awfully bashful. You think she'll talk to us?
She's right there. Go get her.
Go get her. There's Joanne's husband, Sandy, Thomas Sandell. And Joanne is going to, Shirley's going to come running over here. Shirley's going to come running over here. Shirley's going to come running over here. Hi, and your name?
Shirley Trudeau Hannon.
All right, Shirley Trudeau Hannon. What grade were you in when you left here?
I was in 3rd grade when I left.
And what year? What school?
Well, I went to St. Mary's for 1st grade, and then I went to the grade school at the, it's just St. Mary's, I guess.
St. Mary's, yeah. Well, what year would you have graduated? Did you graduate?
1966.
66. All right. You would have been in the class of St. Mary's 66.
Yes, I would have.
All right. So you already did the genealogy here, the Trudeaus and the Junos and all those good folks. So where are you living these days?
I live in Chelmsford, Massachusetts.
And drove up here just to see your cousin Joanne and enjoy this weekend with some of your potential. Have you run into anybody you went to school with at St. Mary's?
I ran into a few people that knew my name, and a few of their relatives, so it was really fun. It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
So if I run into any 66 Champlainers from St. Mary's, came from St. Mary's, Champlain, But some of the Rouses Pointers also graduated, so you wouldn't have known them.
Right, absolutely.
All right, I'll send them over to you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.